So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. Tra la la. My son here wanted me to watch it with him, so I watched 80% of it at the library, in some library room a couple days ago with him, and that was the only way I could get sound on this funky laptop without using headphones, and then he wouldn't be able to hear it. So we went to the library, and we got a room. We got lucky, and this is his favorite movie of all time. So of course he wanted me to watch it too.
Yeah,
I'd been. I think he's seen it like 17 times.
I think it's like 20.
20 times? And it was always on the Sunday when I was snoring in my bed.
Yeah, you snore really loud.
And so I finally watched it with him. He was happy. He got his Fruit Loops today.
Yeah.
And he wanted us to do a movie review together. What did you think of the movie?
I give it a thumbs up.
You give it a thumbs up?
Yeah, I already gave it the first time I watched it.
Oh, you already reviewed it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really a review. That's just more like
your own
a rating.
Opinion. Yeah, that's like a rating.
Movie rating.
Like everyone has their own opinion, just like rating.
I hate how they do thumbs up and thumbs down like YouTube.
I know. Why don't
they should do 1 out of 5 stars, 2 out of 5 stars, 3 out of 5 stars, 4 out of 5 stars, and 5 out of 5 stars. But they made the instant viewing queue into some kind of YouTube thing. Anyways, I lost one of my jobs today, which means I can get more sleep, but I'll be making less money. I did apply for my old job back, which I should have never left, but I got tempted with higher pay and overtime, which they promptly cut off and let me go. Be that as it may, I've got a labor board wage claim in today's mail, and I'm waiting for them to return my personal items. And yeah, I made $65,000 last year, which isn't much around here, but it's more money than I've ever made. So I guess I did okay last year, although I owed Uncle Sam about $3,000 and in the state of California another $2,000.
Who's Uncle Sam?
Uncle Sam, the Monopoly man. That's the
person holding that.
The Internal Revenue Service.
So it's like that dude like carrying
the
that.
The tax man.
I'm a tax man. I'm a tax man. Look at me. I'm a famous tax man.
Anyways, getting back to the movie, enough about my personal problems. It was all right for a cartoon movie. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars. He's probably giving it 5 out of 5 stars, but he can't because it's on instant view. And
I'm gonna get it 6 trillion stars if I can.
6 trillion out of 5 stars?
Yeah.
What does that average out to?
I don't know.
Okay, so I guess this movie gets 6 trillion out of 5 stars. According to Boogie Boy here.
I'm not called Boogie Boy.
Oh, what are you called?
I'm called Aaron Parkinson.
Oh, that's your name?
Yeah.
Wonder who gave you that name. I gave you a Boogie Boy name too.
Yeah, you said that was my nickname.
Yeah. Guess you don't like that one. So it's about this superhero guy who wears nothing but underpants.
Yeah, and a cape.
Tidy whities up to his up to here.
Nibbles.
Nibbles. Anyways.
I think it's the vibrating inside the nibbles.
Silly. This one's got a lot of toilet humor, which is probably why 8-year-old likes it more than a 47-year-old. But But and some of the jokes were kind of lame. For example, Professor Poopy Pants says that teachers are underpaid, and then I think who's the black kid?
George?
Oh, George. Yeah, he says something about constitutional rights and friendship, which didn't really make sense.
Yeah, but
There were some funny parts, though, I have to admit, when Captain Underpants attacks the giant purple ape. That was funny.
Yeah, it was like, oh, great, the kisser of it.
And then another funny scene is when he's scaring all the kids, Mr. Crump.
Yeah.
Ah!
Roar, I'm the principal. Roar.
I'm the principal. Ah! So it does have some anti-authoritarian themes in it. For instance, Professor Crump's office has this like discipline, obedience, and authority pictures all over the place. Guy stomping on an ant, and judge's gavel, and some Guantanamo fence type of punishment, I guess. Anyways, so George and Harold, they're best friends. I think they're gay, but they liked writing comic books about this Captain Underpants.
Yeah, I also do that.
Who oddly, and he likes to make comic books now too.
Yeah, I made Captain Underpants and Attack of Mad Mr. Frog.
Oh yeah. So he's making his own Captain Underpants comic book.
Yeah.
Too bad you don't know how to make your own Captain Underpants video game.
Yeah, I have to practice for a few years, but
yeah, maybe if you practice this show you how to make a video game, but it's not. Captain Underpants is Space Invaders.
It's Space Invaders, coding art, and there's bug in the code, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So George and Harold are constantly getting sent to the principal's office. Mr. Crump threatens to separate them because they pull a prank on the other nerdy kid who never lasts. Forgot his name.
Melvin
Sneedley. Melvin Sneedley.
He thinks it's a real person. That's what I believe.
Oh yeah.
I believe it's a real person.
And so they pull a prank on Melvin Sneedley's giant toilet contraption, starts pumping out all this toilet paper, and you hear this freedom music.
Yeah.
It sounds really bad. I didn't like the music in this movie, by the way. But it's got the bomb. When they go back to school in their Hawaiian shirts and their sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
The Don White glasses.
Hello, I'm sexy with my sunglasses. Oh.
So the lunch lady, whatever her name is, she's got the hots for Mr. Crump.
Yeah, like so in love.
She tries to bring him tuna casserole with his name on it. I made tuna casserole for your half sister and your cousin one time. They couldn't stop eating it.
Casserole reminds me of lasagnas,
yeah, it's kind of like lasagna. It's got tuna fish. Anyways, so there's that. They hypnotize Mr. Crop with some kind of hypno ring. It was like a prize in a cereal.
Yeah, that's what he just ate.
And
hope I don't get hypnotized.
And they turn him into Captain Underpants after turning him into a monkey and a chicken. And then he just jumps through the window thinking he can fly.
Yeah,
and there's a big man imprint. And then Professor Poopy Pants notices it when he goes in for a job interview.
I was like, what the?
So At first, he doesn't have superpowers, but
But when he drinks the toilet water, he has superpowers. But that's toilet water. Whenever he gets wet, he turns back into Mr. Crop. It makes no sense.
yeah, I didn't get the part where back in school, Mr. Crop is there, and they don't snap their fingers to turn him into Captain Underpants so that they won't be separated.
Well, they can't keep. Well, they can't keep that carnival forever.
Oh.
Yeah, they won't have to learn anything.
Anyways, Mr. Crop keeps changing back and forth from Captain Underpants to Mr. Crop. And if you splash him with water, he's Mr. Crop. If you snap your fingers like Fonz, he's Captain Underpants. And so Professor Poopy Pants teams up with that Melvin kid.
Yeah.
They create this giant toilet that shrinks people and
it makes people get rid of their...
turns things big.
Yeah, that's the size rated 2000. It's like a type of gun. Looks like a gun. It looks like a... So
Professor Poopy Pants applied for the job after Crump fired the science teacher, and he manages to team up with the kid to he wants to eliminate laughter, so he uses some kind of zombie ray, turn all the kids into zombies so that they won't laugh. They tried on George and Harold,
but they just ducked. But they
got the purple portion of the brain that's too big and makes them laugh.
Yeah,
so they keep telling jokes to each other and it doesn't work.
And then it was like, and then George was like, your hair is so funny. It was as funny as mine back in kindergarten. It's like a big disco hair. It's like a big fat disco hair thing.
Oh yeah, George had big disco hair, big afro when he was in kindergarten. He thought that was pretty funny. Anyways, not bad for a kids movie. Captain Underpants tries to rescue them. He ends up inside the toilet, and somehow the green toilet water gives him superpower.
Yeah, it's like evil potion.
Oh.
It's like this kind of scientific chemistry thing.
Then Captain Underpants saves the school, but he turns it sideways.
I know.
He's not too bright.
I know. When he comes back to Mr. Crop, he's like Captain Underpants. He's like nice. He's like he gave all the comic books.
Oh yeah.
Like I wanna have superpower braids, except that I don't want the big purple thing.
Oh.
I don't want it too big because I'll just take the whole mind, and then after I laugh a few minutes, I'll have nothing but that laughter part.
Oh, okay. Anyways, it was so. He liked it much more than I did. Right. If he had a YouTube channel, he'd probably post the trailer and the movie in the description box for you. But I'm not going to do that. So.
And I am also good. When I grow up, I'm also gonna be a famous author, just like Dave Flinker. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I just ordered all 12 Captain Underpants books for him, but probably won't arrive for another week and a half or so.
What? A week and a half?
Yeah. So I got him the box set, 10 Captain Underpants books.
And the other one is the other 12.
And separate orders for number 11 and number 12. The books got banned in libraries and schools and stuff because it's so anti-authoritarian. I didn't think it was. I thought it was just trying to be funny most of the time.
Yeah.
And
it's like when the kid bunks the head on the locker door is like dun, dun, dun.
Only really time you see anti-authoritarian is when Harold and George are fighting against the principal.
Yeah, like,
which doesn't happen too often because they got him hypnotized at the beginning.
Is it George Beard and how is it perhaps this?
So overall, pretty good for a kids flick. But I'm not into these kind of movies per se. He's more into it.
Yeah.
I think the Lego movie was actually better than this movie.
Captain Underpants was more funnier. Yeah, it's like,
More funnier?
yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
I think it's just funnier. You've always had that problem with English grammar. Anyways,
yeah, it's like the Whoopi Christian opera music. It's like that Whoopi.
That was kind of silly. I didn't think that was funny. But you thought it was funny. I guess you want a whoopee cushion now. Wow. He's really into fart jokes now. Thanks to Captain Underpants.
They are for fart.
Anyways, that's the end of my review. I really don't have much else to say about this movie.
Oh, I love the rolling credits. It's like, meanwhile, the lady was still stuck on holding.
I didn't like the music during the rolling credits. No. It's like kind of music that his half-sister likes. Pop music. Anyways.
I like pop music.
Oh, you do?
And rock and roll, and rapping, and hip-hop, and whatever.
Oh, you like anything? How about country music?
No, not country music.
How about classical music?
I just give classical music some points.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, pretty good for kids movie, cartoon movie. Not so good compared to the kind of movies that I like, but
there's just like horror movies like Dark Shadows. Like Godzilla.
I've been watching Dark Shadows ever since you were a baby.
Oh, great.
Godzilla. I wasn't watching Godzilla. I was watching Gamera.
What's Gamera?
Versus.
Oh yeah, that Japanese movie where the stronger monster fails.
Yeah. Gamera and I forgot the other monster's name.
Oh, let's just name it blah blah blah.
Okay. So that's the end of my review. I guess you can do coding now.
Yay.
Later.
Finally.